Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Hey, welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggan.
What's up, Wool Dog? What's up, Kai Kai?
Let's not forget, Kyle the Coach Duggan.
I wasn't introduced yet, dude.
I know.
No, I did it for him. It's fine.
Jumped it.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
I think it might be time to let Adam just call himself the host. He always says you're co-host, Adam Wool Dog Wooly, but
I
think you
couldn't
should
do
say
this
the
by
host.
myself. Are you kidding me?
I'm your main man, Adam the Wool Dog Wooly, and my little bitch boys, Kyle and Kevin.
If this was like a news channel, I could be like, and here's Kevin with weather and Kyle with traffic.
That's exactly what we are. Yeah, that's exactly what we are.
You just pop in and out.
Yeah, he's doing the whole show. Let's go check in with Kevin, the weather.
All right. Well, sports at noon, folks. We got lots to talk about. Obviously, we've got a big game. Big game.
Big
up.
game.
And
is it starting to hit, boys? Like how, like the magnitude of this game?
Oh yeah.
And we're going to it, so it's like the plans are in place, and it just got real.
Yeah,
I know.
And the confidence in our team is kind of being felt around other places. Like talking to some other Chiefs fans, you know, they're like, maybe you guys have something on us right now.
Oh, all the pundits.
Yeah.
I mean, we're seeing people that are normally Chargers haters that are like, I think the Chargers might win this one.
And we'll get to Adam Rank. I don't trust him. I don't trust his pick.
Yeah,
I think
don't
it's
like his
a
little
bullshit
games.
like counter pick. So later.
Well, we've also got a Craig experience lined up for you folks. So let's waste no time and start at the top with some news. Some stuff has happened in between the last game and today. Cameron Dicker, our kicker, being nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. Congrats.
You deserve it, Dicker.
Did you guys see the video of them announcing it at practice? That was so freaking cool.
No, that was awesome.
That was cool.
I love that, because we've seen so many other people on the team getting nominated, and they had other Walter Payton people talking, like Derwin James, Bradley Bozeman, Morgan Fox.
Yeah, past guys.
Yeah. So like, it's awesome to see how big of a culture we have with this team, and it goes all the way down to the kicker,
Dicker the kicker.
Yeah,
and it's just so cool.
There's a lot of teams where it's the same guy winning it every single year for their team, like the same rep. Ours is spread out because everyone's, one, they're great at football, they're Chargers, but then two, like they're active in the community and doing stuff, and not just like sitting and like playing video games or
high character guys,
Taylor Swift or whatever.
That was a nice little dick. That was super subtle.
Well, the other thing that we need to talk about, folks, this last game was so good for one player that he was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week, which has not happened for a Chargers rookie since 2007, which was Eric Weddle at the time. Eric Weddle was the last rookie to be the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. And I'm talking about Tarheeb Still.
Wow.
Cornerback for the Chargers.
T Still.
2 picks. One of them run back for a touchdown. I feel like Rich Eisen right now. It's this guy, Tarheeb Still, running back for a touchdown. Absolutely awesome to see him get the accolades, because I don't know, have they ended the Pepsi offer or rookie of the week?
He didn't get that one. Damn. But it's something you brought up earlier today that's really fascinating to me. We talked about it on the last episode, where it was like, you know, he got the note on his locker saying he had to get drug tested. Yeah. But now there's a new rule in like the player Bible of what you can and can't do. Mm-hmm. You can't promote that or show that on social media. So Tarheeb Still is a trailblazer.
Yeah.
He's killing it for us, and he's setting standards.
Yeah. They recently changed the, I guess the drug rules.
Yeah.
And one of those
drug rules.
Here, I'm pulling it up right now. The NFL recently
technical
policy. The NFL recently updated its drug policy, which includes a $15,000 fine for players who record and post the drug test collection process on social media. And that means players can no longer post a photo of their drug test slip or a screenshot of a text notifying them about a drug test. If they do, $15,000 fine.
But he's good. He's clear. Intense. He's clear. He's clear and good.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it's fine. But it is just funny that it happens right after he posts that photo.
You can say I'm getting drug tested. You just can't take a picture of the slip. They didn't even say anything on the slip.
That's the idea that like you're giving away something. The league
showing too much.
Yeah, you're showing the league's hand and how
pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Yeah, the Oz.
Oz,
the Wizard of Oz.
And then there's also Coach Jesse Minter announced in the defensive meeting room. Still said with a smile about when he heard the news, all the guys were happy for me. Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh added, thrilled personally, collectively. We're always happy for a teammate's success, the other guy's success, well deserved. I get the award, but I would say that's a testament to how we are as a team because everybody played a part of that, Still said. My teammates and also the coaches doing a good job preparing me. It was a great feeling. Like I said, it hasn't happened since 2007.
It's a long ass time, dude.
Yeah.
How old were we in 2007?
I was 17. You guys were 23.
We were 23.
23,
yeah. God, we were in our prime. Oh my God.
But that's crazy to think. I mean, like from other defensive players that we've had, I mean, Joey Bosa being one of those that came to mind that Derwin he never won AFC Defensive Player of the Week
as a rookie.
Had a hell of a rookie season.
Same.
And still never won it.
Bowler.
Yeah.
Well, you look at it. Tarheeb won that game for us. He sealed the deal for us.
Yeah.
Like that is the most valuable player that week. So
100%.
Keep it up, man. We need you big time this week. Let's take advantage of keep that. It's that olives, man. Let the olives keep pouring out of that jar.
Do it. Because it's going to happen.
Yeah. I hate olives, but I'm in.
Sticking with talking about the defense, we just need to update you folks on the fewest points allowed in the NFL entering week 14, because I know you're keeping track at home. There's only one team right now that's got less than 200 points.
Oh, really? What's their name?
That's maybe you've heard of them, the Los Angeles Chargers. 188 points is all that the Chargers have allowed so far this year. Still number one in points allowed, and I feel like that streak's going to continue going into Sunday. What do you guys think?
I hope so. I just don't think that he throws the ball so much. I don't know. Just the way we're playing our coverages right now, and there's a confidence. And Kyle, you can talk about it more than I can. You know, defensively, like once these start happening, feels like they kind of grow on that and build on that.
Yeah, I also don't think the Chiefs' tackles are very good. I think we're going to be able to put a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I don't know what would change. That the Chiefs' offense is not as if they're prolific. They don't win with scoring 30 points a game.
Right.
They win lucky at the end of the game with missed field goals and fumbled snaps and that, and the other. It's always close games. Their team looks very similar to what our team looks like. Mm-hmm. They have a really good quarterback, but they're struggling to put up points, and they have a defense that keeps them in every game. Mm-hmm. We've had a couple of games that we had comfortable wins by 10, 17 points, those types of games. But overall, it feels very similar as far as the structure of our teams right now. I'm hoping that Herbo can just go primetime Herbo and beat him up on Sunday. But yeah, I don't think they're going to score a ton of points on us.
They freaking better not.
Nope.
Well, we also have some happy birthday wishes to send out. Mr. Denzel Perryman, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hopefully he got a couple new groins.
Yes.
Yeah, double down.
Just what he always wanted. And Cam Hart.
How'd you know that's what I needed?
Did you peek? And Mr. Cam Hart, also happy birthday to him as well. I guess same birthdays.
Well, and two guys we need back playing for us. Like, how about a birthday present for yourself is bringing home a win?
Bringing home a win.
Let's go there.
How about you stop being selfish and give us a birthday present
for once?
We'll play some football.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, this might have been a birthday gift for them. Apparently, Coach Harbaugh we've seen get the team work shirts in the past.
Blue collar energy, dude.
Energy with their little name tag on there. He's keeping the gifts coming because he's got lunchboxes now that he's handed out to everybody on the team.
Let's put this up there. Let's show this.
Okay. Wow. There you go. Lunchboxes with some of his favorite words like stalwart, relentless, courageous, never careless.
Could you give me a definition of stalwart? I'm going to look it up right now, but I want to know your best guess.
I'm going to guess it's similar to like steadfast, like unmovable.
Just in the dirt. Just like dirty
definition in the dirt,
gritty winners,
like immovable.
All right, what's the definition?
Okay, so the definition is loyal, reliable, and hardworking. So
that's
in the dirt.
In the dirt. Yeah, in the dirt.
Basically in the dirt.
Yeah.
But also on there is the score that the Chargers had against the Falcons, 17-13, and the date for all to remember.
That's so sick, dude.
What a unique item.
They're going to get presents for every time they win a game?
Yeah. Dude, I play for presents.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a present, I feel like I did something right, and I'm going to build on that. And then you better give me another present.
Kevin, did you poop in the toilet?
I did. Where's my gift? That's how I potty train my kids. You want a present? You go poop in the potty.
All right. Well, enough about pooping in potties. Let's talk about this upcoming game against the Chiefs. As per usual, NFL Films puts out their picks. It's not favoring the Chargers this week. We've only got 4.
Damn, it's close.
But there's one guy who is favoring the Chargers that normally does not.
I don't, dude. I X over this one.
Games.
Yeah, he's
playing mind games
because he picks against us essentially.
Yeah, Adam Rank picks the Chargers to win 2017. Again, lots of close scores here. All 3 points except for GPG.
Well, and the line is 3.5. So no one on this list except for GPG, whoever the hell that is, thinks they're gonna, cover that. Yeah. So I'm excited to see. Like, all they have to compare is the first time we played.
Yeah.
And we had,
but we didn't have anybody.
We had quite the injury list. We didn't have either one of our tackles, or Derwin James, and we only lost by 7, and we didn't get any offense going.
Yeah.
So. Yes.
So there's that.
Different team.
Talking about the injury report, we happen to pull up this week's injury report as well as the week 4 injury report, just as a reminder to all of the people that we had out that game, like Joey Bosa, Junior Colson, and Rashawn Slater out. Joe Alt was questionable, and I think he went out during the game.
He didn't play the whole game.
Darius Davis, Christian Fulton, even Justin Herbert was questionable at the time with the ankle injury. And Dean Leonard. And this week, this injury report that we are looking at, this is as of Thursday. Everybody is limited except for Khalil Mack getting a full practice because he's always on there for the rest day. Tony Jefferson showed up with a hamstring injury. He did not practice Thursday.
You did your duty, Tony.
Yeah, for King and Country.
But dude, I want him back so bad. We're gonna do on Patreon. We're gonna do a coach's corner, and man, there's a couple clips that I am excited to share with how dominant he was.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, he was dominant in the preseason, and in fact, I think Kyle looked at some of his plays in the preseason as well.
Yeah.
So it stands to reason.
One game that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I think if he can get on the field, I think he might be our pick guy. I think he might be our guaranteed pick, or he's going to light somebody up and make them sit out a series.
That's all that matters. Yeah. Just get Xavier Worthy one time.
Just one rib shot. It's all you need.
That one little guy.
One little rib shot.
Clean shot.
But looking at some of the other names here, I mean, they talked about they activated Junior Colson's window for return.
Dude, we talked about it last week. We forgot he was on the team.
Yeah.
This is great news.
This is fantastic news. Getting the limited practice in. Bud Dupree also with a heel injury, limited practice. Another guy coming back is Cam Hart.
This is the one. Like, literally, I think they were like, guys, guess what? Everyone, we need you ready for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
and we're bringing you back. Take your week off. Get ready. We're going to eke this out. You're not going to get a lunchbox because you weren't there, but I'm going to give everyone else lunchbox. But then we're all going to come together, and then I'm going to get even a better present when we beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Is Harbaugh like secretly Santa Claus?
He is. He's Popo Gijo.
Popo Gijo. Deion Henley
So
also
stupid.
getting a limited practice in. Good to see him trending in the right direction. Lad McConkey, knee and shoulder, getting limited practice both days.
Guy's a beast.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast. I think I saw a quote
Frickin'
that he was
monster.
just like, if I can go on Sunday, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So
We only need him for a half. Like, just
Yeah,
get
just a
us in there.
solid
We'll put him on a pitch count.
Last week.
Yeah, it'll be
100
fine.
plus yards in the first half, and you can take a
yeah,
break.
Yeah, take a break.
You're good.
Yeah.
Elijah Molden also getting a limited practice with a back injury, and Denzel Perryman still dealing with the groins.
So,
but limited.
No,
progressing in the right direction.
He's practicing. That's
Yeah.
all that matters to me. Denzel Perryman is the kind of guy that is like such a dude, bro, man.
Yeah.
That he is going to be out. If he's limited, he's playing. Without a doubt in my mind, he's going to be playing football this Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's not good news for the Chiefs.
You heard it here first.
I'm
folks.
telling you right now, I feel confident about it. He's a real man.
He is.
Not like us. He's a real
He's
man.
a birthday boy.
He's a birthday boy, real man.
Big brave birthday boy.
Big brave.
Well, folks, you can be a stalwart, big brave birthday boy if you go and check out our sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. It's the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off, which ones are ice cold. Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sports opinions into real money, like Red Zone Rush, a game you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a touchdown by swiping right for yes, left for no. It's as simple as that. Plus, your entry will be automatically boosted, and you'll get a 51% profit boost when you play. You can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like passing yards, interceptions, touchdowns, and much more. And Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit your new promo code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly.
Instant.
Whoa.
It's like that.
Wow.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's fast.
$1,000
Yeah.
up to.
I like it.
So have we, let's make some picks right now for the game Sunday night.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get ahead of this.
All right. So the question is, do we want to go against the Chiefs? Because right now, Patrick Mahomes is higher or lower 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Lower.
Yeah, lower.
Obviously. Justin Herbert, higher or lower 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Higher.
Deal. Cameron Dicker, higher or lower 6.5 kicking points. And then the last one is Ladidi McConkey. They're only giving him 0.5 rushing plus receiving touchdowns.
0.5.
It's one score.
Oh.
What do we
Yeah.
think?
So if he scores,
We're doing it.
He's good.
All right.
What's the payout on that one?
We're putting 10 on it. 154.6.
Wow.
I say
So there you go, folks. It's just that easy to put your picks in.
1,000.
Yeah. So download the app today and use code CCHAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Must be 18 or over 19 in Alabama and Nebraska, over 19 in Colorado for some games, and over 21 in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778-HOPE-NY, or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And after you're done getting Underdog Fantasy on your sweet little hands, you can go on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got going on over there. It's Friday, so you know something's going to be posted today. We post something every Friday, and sometimes we put little things in between, little surprises.
Kind of gave it away.
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Well, it's there.
Coach's Corner coming. Get
Coach's
ready.
Corner coming in hot. And if you don't want to go over to patreon.com/ChargerChat, it's totally fine. You can go over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chat tiers in the members section and ask questions and ask bold fams. So go check out chargerchat.com. All right, folks. Time for the next segment. You know him. You love him. It is the Craig Experience.
Oh, yeah.
Kid.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh.
Craig Experience.
Hello there.
Make yourself at home. We got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back from Turkey Day. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and were able to enjoy all the foods. Your boy was fresh off of a 10-day green smoothie cleanse, so wasn't able to eat as much as I would have liked, but still had my fill nonetheless. And oh yeah, by the way, smoked is the only way to have a turkey. I hear all these people complaining about how it's overrated, well, just turkey in general. I couldn't disagree more. If you do it right on a smoker, season that thing up properly, magnifique. But anyway, we're here to talk about football. With that being said, CC gang, the biggest of salutes into the rest of the boat family. What's goody? You got Craig in Texas. And welcome to this newest edition of the TCE. Let's talk shop. I don't know how, but it never fails. The season always breezes by and doesn't really catch me off guard until right around this time. But here we go. Once again, it's week 14. But what makes this different than in years past is that our Chargers are squarely in the playoff hunt. Right now, they're sitting in the 5th spot, and all they have to do is handle their business in their end. And I'm not really concerned about them not. Now, we don't want to get super comfortable because any given Sunday in football, really anything can and often does happen. But this is the Jim Harbaugh Chargers, not your, I was going to say father's Chargers, but most of us are old enough here to just say our Chargers because for the last handful or so plus, we've become accustomed to being let down. Not so much the case now. And that's sort of what I want to talk about today. Just overall appreciation for what's happening just in this season, because I'm seeing a lot of complaining. And though I love to be fair and balanced and critique where needed, I don't think a lot of fans are appreciating exactly what's going on. And what you should be paying attention to is that this squad is currently 8-4 in a year chock full of in spite ofs. Hey Craig, what in Jiminy Christmas are you ranting on about this time? Well, let's take a moment to reflect. In spite of a year that was considered by most to be a rebuild, well, I call it a functional rebuild, our LA Chargers, again, are currently the 5th seed in the playoff hunt heading into this week. And all of this, in spite of having an early season rash of injuries that included but aren't limited to a high ankle sprain to the face of our franchise, Justin Herbert. So that limited his mobility, which is a vital part of the game in this run-dependent style of offense. We know exactly what Greg Roman wants to do, and Herbert was a huge part of that plan to get it off of the ground, but had to pause on that for a bit until he healed up. Plus the time that was missed by both of the bookend offensive tackles, aka the team's best 2 offensive linemen. You can add to that a week 5 bye, which is pretty much forcing them to navigate 13 straight weeks of everything ranging from short weeks with the opposition having extended rest, traveling the most miles of any team in the league at over, I think it's 26,000 or so. By the way, all of their games were played domestically, unlike a few other teams. And with the cherry on top of that turd Brownie Sunday being that a few of those matchups took place in the early window of the NFL slate of games. And lest we forget pulling out a win in Mile High, week 6 against the Broncos, where Jim Harbaugh went out in the opening seconds with a medical emergency. That was a fun ride, wasn't it? Now imagine what the players had to be going through on the field, wondering where their head coach was mere seconds after the kickoff. But they figured that out as well. Or somehow, still being 4 games over 500, in spite of being a middle of the road, 18th ranked by the way, squad on 3rd down. That's the money down. And only converting at like a 37% clip overall to this point in the season. Now that's below the league average of 43%, which speaks to the inability to consistently sustain drives and control clock or flow of the game. Now that in itself is wild because it's technically how Greg Roman's offense is built to operate. Then you can mosey right along to the fact that the only true threat in the passing game is a rookie that they snagged in the 2nd round who pretty much looks like a high school sophomore fresh off of a growth spurt. All due respect to Lad, by the way, because thank God for you, sir. But you all know what I'm saying here. And all this without me even mentioning the engine of the offense and J.K. Dobbins being on IR, top 2 edge rushers in Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa playing through injuries, and 2 fifth-round rookies that were forced into the lineup due to all the attrition in the secondary. Then there's the interior offensive line that's looking to try and create new and innovative ways of putting Justin Herbert's life in danger on a weekly basis, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, it pretty much goes without saying that this team is far from perfect. And though many fans might still be jaded, and I can certainly understand why, I mean, it's probably due to all we've had to endure throughout the years, where the difference lies in this squad that sets them apart from recent seasons is the fact that they're starting to become more timely, and that's what the good teams are. And I've mentioned this before. Harbaugh's Chargers are starting to make crunch time plays in every phase of the game. I mean, whether it's Jay Herbo finding Ladd McConkey twice on the final drive with 45 seconds left to put them in position for that go-ahead field goal against the Bengals, or Tarheeb Still just last week, the pick 6 to put points on the board against the Falcons when the offense felt like it was stuck in neutral. And please, let's not forget Cameron Dicker. The guy's 8 for 9 on kicks beyond 50+ yards this season, and he's pretty much accounted for half the offensive points over the last 2 weeks. So big salutes to him. I don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves. But Jim Harbaugh is literally on the cusp of leading this team to the playoffs with multiple question marks at key positions and a handful or so of cast-offs from other teams on prove-it deals, playing like every snap could be their absolute last. It's darn near witchcraft. But long story, a little less long, and looking at what the Chargers have on the horizon here on Sunday night to tie this all together, they will be matching up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's probably going to be another close game if recent history is any indication, as the Chargers have been playing the Chiefs very closely lately. I mean, look no further than the earlier season matchup at home when the Chargers lost 17-10. But keep in mind, as I mentioned before, that was a game where they were down both offensive tackles and Justin Herbert was hoofing it on one good foot. This time, game's at Arrowhead. So the don't know what happened there. The Chiefs not only have home field advantage this time around, but they'll also still have their adoptive family members out there on officiating duty, and Taylor Swift shaking off whatever magic superstar fairy dust she farts out up there in the box. Look, take it easy, Swifties. It's just jokes, mostly. But I'm still crazy enough to believe the Chargers have a shot Sunday because in spite of everything they have working against them, Jim Harbaugh and company, well, they just don't give a. And while some may consider the Bolts to be playing with house money here because the Chiefs are 11-1, arguably the most fraudulent 11-1 team I've ever laid eyes on before, but they feel like they don't care whether or not the Chargers win or lose this game. But I think the Bolts absolutely care, especially Jim Harbaugh, because he wants to be seen as one of the best. He has a point to prove. And a lot of those guys out there are playing with chips on their shoulders. Remember, I mentioned those one-year guys who are still looking to carve out a role for themselves, whether it's with the Chargers in the future on a better contract or elsewhere for more money. But this game means something to a lot of folks. And just because the Chargers are on their way to a playoff berth doesn't mean that this game isn't still a huge deal. I know to a lot of us out here, it would make our season to beat the Chiefs, especially on their home field. So with all that said, let's gather our collective energies and push all the good vibes towards our boys and see what happens on Sunday night. I mean, either way, I think it'll be an exciting matchup, but here's to us pulling it out. So until next time, when hopefully we'll be celebrating a victory over the Chiefs, you know who it is, Mr. Bowl Ganger Do Not Bang, a.k.a. TOP_FLYT3 over on Twitter. And, of course, you can catch me as a co-host over on the Lightning Round podcast. Come check us out and support over there. We do appreciate it. And until the next time, again, hopefully when we'll be celebrating this big dub. Okay. Love you. Bye.
All great things to point out there, Craig, as per usual.
Yeah.
Great reminder as to what we've accomplished this year thus far. It does feel almost like a lifetime ago to be like, oh yeah, there was that game where Jim Harbaugh had to leave mid-game from a health issue. Yeah. And it was it's just crazy how quickly this season has come and gone. We've only got 5 more games.
That's so
5 more regular season games.
I don't like that. College football is almost done. It's like title games this weekend for college football. Hey, let's not talk about that. Anyways, I do think that a big part of our game that we didn't see this last Sunday that made it feel like the offense wasn't clicking was Justin running the ball. Like he didn't scramble or he didn't really get anything on the ground. Yeah. And maybe that's defenses starting to take notice of his running ability and adjusting. But I think that was, especially the first time we played the Chiefs, he couldn't even barely drop back. So he was not going to be running. Yeah. So I think that that has to play a part in this game. Like he has to be able to find those alleys when our guys aren't getting open in that man coverage, which you're going to see this week because that's what everyone's been running.
Totally.
In man coverage, that means those DBs, they're turning and running with their receiver. Justin can run for a lot of yards if he can just escape the pocket. Right. So I think that's going to be a big part in us winning this game is Justin is like just not like 100 yards rushing, but like give us 50, get us a couple first downs that you can keep drives alive and keep that defense on the field. I think that's going to be a big part of winning the game.
Big time.
And in honor of you, Craig, we went to the game with you a couple years ago. Adam wasn't there. But at the end of the game, when we were walking away, somebody pulled out a taser and tried out of their car when they were driving by us and said, bolt up while zapping towards you and made you hit the deck. Yeah. I am gladly there to bolt up everybody in that stadium for you, my guy. Yeah. We're going to bring this home and it's going to be for that shitty moment that happened. I still remember that vividly. And that's, we're coming for you guys.
Will you let Adam tase you in the parking lot tailgate?
If we win?
No, beforehand, like getting bolted up.
I don't know if that's like something I'm like, no, I don't know.
I think you should. I think
maybe a victory tase.
Victory tase.
Okay.
I'll do a victory tase. I'll do a victory tase. Get like a low wattage taser, and I'll get victory tase. It's worth it to me.
Okay, we gotta get our hands on a taser.
To Amazon, quick. Non-life threatening taser.
A low wattage taser.
Non-life threatening taser.
Gun. Right. The ones that shoot the probes. That's the one.
I don't want that one. No, just the one that goes, but just that's gentle.
One that's like licking the 9-volt.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Well, maybe we'll just do that. We'll make you lick a Victory 9-volt.
Also works.
All right. Well, all jokes aside, Craig, thank you.
We love you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate this. Another awesome Craig experience. And that's going to do it for us, folks, for this episode. But before we go, we always have to make some bold predictions for this upcoming game against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City.
Mm. Who goes first? Kind of through it. Where are we at?
I did last week. I think it's Adam now.
All right. It's up to me. Set the tone.
Set the tone.
All right. I think Chargers are going to win. I think it's going to be 27-20. And I think it's going to be hairy. I think it's going to get to a final drive from the Chiefs. And we think that, oh my God, here we go again. Another freaking win handed to the Chiefs in their final drive. And Tarheeb Still picks it. Pick.
I mean,
picks it, puts the game away. Yeah, less than 2 minutes on the board.
I like that.
Victory formation.
Okay.
Bold, yeah.
It's a bold. I like it. I like bold shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kyle,
what you got?
Oh, I'll go next. All right. I got 24-20 Chargers. Big dub for the both. God, we haven't beat them, and we're 0-6 in the last 6 matchups with this stupid Chiefs team. It's time. We're due 24-20. And my bold prediction, look, I'm going to preface it with, I don't ever want anyone to get hurt, okay? Even if they're on the Chiefs, I don't want them to get hurt.
Even if it's Kevin licking a 9-volt. Yeah. We don't want anybody
pre-game bolt up. Not even after the game.
Bolted up, dude. All right. Anyways, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but my bold prediction is that we're finally going to get our hands on that Kermit the Frog sounding pregnant lady waddling Patrick Mahomes. And he's just going to get one of these. And he's going to do one of his, I'm going out of bounds, and then stop and then just get his head taken off. Okay. That's my bold prediction.
Good.
Cool. Decapitation.
He's out for the game.
Yeah. Win by decapitation. I'm in. For me, the only way I see us like properly winning this game is if the referees aren't around and can't have a say in the end of the game. I feel it because you watch, you look at every game that they've won recently. Yeah. So I think the Chargers are going to win 27-17. I think it's going to be they're coming back to try and catch us, and we're just playing it cool. I think that's how it's going to go. We're going to catch them off guard in the first half, and then our defense is going to play lights out. I'm going to tag on that, Kyle. He's going to do one of those Dancy out of boundsies. And
everyone knows
those Dancy out of boundsies, and Denzel Perryman's going to light him the up.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. And Ladidi McConkey scores a tutty.
We got to hit our underdog.
Got to hit the underdogfantasy.com. See chat.
All right, folks. There you go. Bold predictions in the books. That's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. We'll catch you on the next one. But until then,
K, love you. Bye.
K, love you. Bye.
K, love you. Bye.